Hey guys! While archaeologists spend their lives unearthing valuable artifacts and scientists embark on long expeditions in pursuit of new discoveries, sometimes miracles appear completely randomly in everyday life. It could be a forgotten item, an abandoned location, or even an unexpected treasure. Today we will explore with you some of the most impressive discoveries from around the world. Stories of serendipity and surprise, where luck and curiosity intersect to create memorable moments. Ready? Let's get started. Surprisingly, in a forgotten wine cellar, there are not rats or dust, but real treasures. Ancient wine bottles nearly 200 years old. Some bottles date back to the era of the first automobile, carrying the story of a world gone by. The collection includes not only wine, but also rare, perfectly preserved old bourbon, along with high-quality Cuban cigars, the mark of the sophistication and luxury of the former owner. But instead of enjoying them, the current owner donated this treasure to the museum. The wine cellar is not only a place to store wine, but also a window into the past, telling the story of passion and timeless luxury. This discovery reminds us that even hidden corners that seem worthless can hide wonders. An abandoned garage looks simple, but when the video explorers enter, they discover an unexpected treasure. Luxury cars, including a Bentley with a fake diamond emblem, reflecting luxury even if it is fake. The car's interior is still classic, perfectly detailed, like a forgotten story in the dark. Each car hides untold secrets, be it about wealth, ambition, or downfall. This exploration opens the door to the dark mysteries of the past, making the participants unable to forget. This is not just a luxury exploration, but a risky adventure, opening up forgotten items and unsolved secrets. Imagine driving down a remote country road, guided by an old sign pointing to an abandoned garage where you plan to stop to get your tires changed. Before you are dozens of rare classic cars, a collection worth millions of dollars. Like an open-air museum, the luxurious Moscow cars line up quietly, covered in dust but still exuding the pride of a glorious past. A similar story happened in a rural area of North America, where a video channel operator stumbled upon a collection of vintage Ford Mustangs. Even if they were not car fans, the sight left them in awe of the beauty of a forgotten past. At the bottom of the Adriatic Sea, where sediments cover the silence of a World War II Junkers Ju-87 Stuka dive bomber, the Stuka is famous for its eerie siren, the most terrifying sound in history, designed to instill fear before the bombs hit their targets. The plane was shot down in 1941, the same year the freighter SS Thistlegorm sank in the Red Sea. For decades, the wreckage of the Stuka has rested on the seabed near Croatia, becoming one of only two remaining remnants of this type of aircraft in the world. The rarity of the discovery makes it a priceless historical treasure. Every time divers approach, they not only see the remains of a plane, but also feel the untold stories of the chaotic wartime period in the skies above Europe. Blended with the mysterious beauty of the deep sea, the Stuka is not only a witness to the past, but also a door to the weighty memories of history. Some aircraft can be left in the middle of a vast desert, which is exactly what happened in 2003. During the search for weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, the US military accidentally discovered a strange sight: a series of aircraft buried in the sand. These aircraft, including fighters and interceptors, were carefully hidden to avoid detection by enemy aircraft. The ingenuity in their hiding allowed them to lie dormant in the desert for many years without anyone knowing. Today, some of the aircraft from this unexpected discovery have been restored and stored at the National Museum of the United States Air Force. They stand there as witnesses to a turbulent period. It's hard to believe that you'll find an abandoned nuclear submarine lying dormant in the cold landscape, like a steel giant that has lost its soul. It was scheduled for scrapping, part of the process of dismantling decommissioned nuclear submarines. But for some reason, the process was delayed, leaving the vessel in limbo, neither used nor destroyed. That doesn't diminish its appeal. Stepping aboard the submarine, you can imagine its glory days, when its crew operated in the depths of the ocean, carrying the might of a nation. The narrow corridors, the rusted control panels with their stopwatches, all tell the story of another time. A time when nuclear technology was central to military strategy. For now, the fate of the submarine is still undecided. Will it continue to lie here as a relic of history, or will it be dismantled and dissolved into the industrial stream? A friend decided to take advantage of the winter scenery to go boating, but unexpectedly, the trip led to a strange discovery. In the middle of the quiet ice, he came across an abandoned yacht, completely intact and impressive. The boat, a symbol of luxury, was abandoned in the wilderness. Inside, everything was neat as if it had just been used. Exploring every corner brought a sense of excitement, like opening a mysterious story forgotten in the ice and snow. Amidst the sound of the cold wind, the yacht became a bridge connecting the luxurious past and the wild nature, turning an ordinary trip into an unforgettable journey. This girl visited her cousin. At first, the house looked unremarkable, but when her cousin said with a mysterious smile, "Let me show you the basement," she couldn't help but feel a little curious and nervous. When she went down to the basement, she didn't expect that she was about to discover a strange secret. At a depth of more than 9 meters, they discovered an underground railway. What was more surprising was that it was still in operation. But the surprise didn't stop there. Not far away, they found an area that looked like a small station, which was probably used to pick up passengers or transport goods. The story of the Bugatti abandoned at the bottom of Lake Maggiore between the Swiss and Italian borders is one of the rarest. The car not only has material value, but also carries a mysterious history. In 1934, a Swiss tycoon won a poker bet with a famous Parisian racing driver, and the Bugatti became the prize. However, when he tried to take the car back to his homeland, it was banned from customs and confiscated as contraband. The authorities seized the car and took it to an unexpected place, Lake Maggiore, until 2009, when the last Bugatti was discovered at the bottom of the lake, after 75 years of being missing. When brought to shore, the car still retained its classic beauty, although somewhat affected by time. This Bugatti is not only a material treasure, but also a symbol of rarity and the connection between history and legend. Stories like these remind us that seemingly forgotten objects can hold immense value, both materially and historically. Sometimes, amazing things are found in the most ordinary places. A small cabin in the middle of the woods may be just a simple shelter, but inside it can contain incredible historical secrets. Imagine accidentally discovering a forgotten bunker built during the Cold War for special military missions. Although there are no valuable artifacts left, the gloomy atmosphere, full of a sense of history, makes it an attractive destination for those who are passionate about exploration or love military history. However, the discovery does not always stop there. The author of a famous photo series once found not only a Cold War bunker, but also a bunker from World War II. Inside, they discovered a secret Nazi arsenal containing artifacts that had been forgotten for decades. One of the most impressive discoveries was a rare STG-44 assault rifle, of which only 450,000 were produced. This is considered the prototype for later famous rifles such as the Kalashnikov and the M16. Just imagine the thrill of opening the packages, knowing that you are the first person to touch them in decades. A truly unforgettable experience. Military experts who have examined these artifacts have confirmed their incredible historical value. Such places are not simply pieces of the past, but also doors that open to the treasures of history for those curious and brave enough to search. Imagine a giant cargo ship lying at the bottom of the Red Sea for more than 80 years, containing hundreds of items from ammunition, military jeeps, aircraft parts to 2 rare steam locomotives. That was the fate of the forgotten British ship SS Thistlegorm. In 1941, while transporting supplies to the Army during World War II, SS Thistlegorm was attacked by German planes. Bombs hit the cargo hold, causing the ship to explode, sinking into the sea with all its cargo. Decades later, the ship was rediscovered in the 1950s. Today, SS Thistlegorm is a top destination for divers, where they explore a world frozen in time. Train cars, aircraft engines, and armored vehicles lie quietly among the coral reefs. A diving experience here is not only a journey to admire history, but also an opportunity to feel the mysterious and tranquil beauty of the deep ocean. This man accidentally discovered an antique safe, a relic from the American Civil War, that was more than 150 years old. When he first got his hands on the safe, he thought that opening it would be an easy task, but in reality it was not. Deciphering the old safe was not easy. He discovered an unexpected treasure. Paper dollars, gold and silver coins, a gold watch, and most importantly, a legendary revolver. The discovery was not only a lucky find, but also a glimpse into American history during the Civil War, when each item contained a story of war and bravery. The man could not help but think about the memories that the safe had witnessed, now brought to life by his discovery. An abandoned warehouse, where many people might find only old and worthless items, is the place where an extremely valuable treasure is hidden. The legendary Bitcraft Bonanza from 1947. What is special is that this plane is not just a forgotten antique, but it was found in perfect condition. Not stopping at just finding the plane, this lucky group of people decided to restore the Bitcraft Bonanza. Their goal was not only to repair the fuselage, but also to restore the operating mechanisms so that the plane could take off again after so many years of being forgotten. This is a great example of how chance discoveries can turn into great projects, bringing not only material value, but also the opportunity to restore and preserve heritage. And if you have the chance, participating in such an adventure, where you can work to restore a piece of history, will definitely be an unforgettable experience. This story shows that sometimes simple walks can lead to financial surprises. A man took his metal detector with him on a walk in the woods and discovered a gold nugget worth $240,000. Not only does this make you think about owning a metal detector, but it also reminds you that financial opportunities can come from unexpected places. Even if you don't find treasure, a walk in the woods is still a good activity. And who knows, a walk can turn into a fun and rewarding adventure, especially if you bring your metal detector. While walking on a Canadian beach, you suddenly discover an old Harley-Davidson that seems to have had an extraordinary journey. Not only was the bike caught in the tsunami in Japan, but it also drifted 6,000 kilometers across the Pacific Ocean before reaching the Canadian coast. After a year of drifting at sea, the Harley was found and is now on display in a local museum. This is a magical story, a testament to the power of nature and the endless journey of objects connecting people and the world around them. This story proves that life can be full of surprising surprises when you least expect it. A man who was renovating his balcony stumbled upon a roll of paper containing $2,000 in 1934 dollars, a considerable sum at the time. Although it was an unexpected treasure, the strangeness and unknown origin of the money prevented him from enjoying it. This story reminds us that sometimes life changes can lead to interesting discoveries, even in seemingly mundane tasks. While walking on the beach, you accidentally discovered a sparkling gold ring in the sand, with 25 sparkling diamonds, worth up to $8,000. This is not only an expensive item, but also carries mysterious stories. Maybe the ring once belonged to someone associated with a love story or memorable memory. Although you never know the full story behind the ring, the moment you find it will definitely be a special memory, an unexpected treasure among the sand and sunshine. where a father and son explore an abandoned warehouse. At first, they only see piles of old rotting papers covered in dust. But as they dig deeper, they are shocked to discover an unexpected treasure: wads of cash, gold coins, and a sparkling cross studded with diamonds. Interestingly, it is not just money from one country, but an international collection with coins and banknotes from China, Canada, Vietnam, and many other places. This treasure is not only a lucky find, but also opens the story of a mysterious owner who could be an international collector or businessman. Each item seems to tell a forgotten part of history. This discovery becomes a memorable adventure, as everything in the warehouse has a mysterious attraction, taking them on a journey to explore the past. The story of the giant bomb under the Rhine is a reminder of the dangerous legacy of war. The 1,800-kilogram bomb, discovered in a residential area, left 45,000 people living in a state of tension, as they were close to a powder keg that could explode at any moment. It is one of many undiscovered items from World War II that illustrate the potential threats left by war. This story highlights the importance of mine clearance and continuing to work safely in war zones. Although the war is over, dangers still lurk beneath the surface, reminding us to always be vigilant about the dangerous legacies of the past. When you are about to swim in the unknown, it is always important to check your surroundings thoroughly, especially the bottom of the water and the shallow shores, as there may be dangerous or unexpected objects hidden in them. A 76mm cannon, broken glass, or even submerged timbers may not be something you want to encounter. However, what the divers found was shocking. A sunken tank at the bottom of the river, almost completely preserved, although filled with sand and showing signs of age. Surprisingly, the tank was not only a historical artifact, but also contained ammunition, suggesting that it was not destroyed and may have been abandoned under special circumstances. The discovery raises questions about how the tank ended up at the bottom of the river and whether it is part of an unknown historical event.